behind, but we're probably on time. All right, here we go, everybody. So we got the big mute going down. Nice, we're all set up. You're gonna notice today there's a couple things that are different from normal. Number one is this isn't a green screen. We're in my garden again. So maybe this is maybe our third, this might be our fourth garden workout, which I think is cool. I love being able to come here and just right here in my garden and share with you all some of my plants and some of the things. Also the outdoors. I love being outdoors. And I just got home just a few minutes ago with surfing with our friend Josh Loya. Our friend, remember, he's 100% visually impaired, blind surfer. Well, we had a young lady who was visually impaired. She had a son who was visually impaired in the fourth grade, a fourth grade boy, visually impaired. And then their dad was out there, and we were at the beach, and we took them surfing for the first time ever. And Josh was so excited to share surfing with this young boy who was visually impaired. And it was just such a great experience using our exercise to help this family out. And then I just got home from that. I thought I might have been even having to do this workout at the beach, but it's so windy at the beach. The storm's coming. And that's why if you're on YouTube and you're watching and you're like, umbrella workout, well, that's right. We got one umbrella here behind me. It looks like it's coming out of my head. But I'm also going to be doing exercises today using an umbrella. So I have just a regular old umbrella right here. And so if you have an umbrella, maybe you could use that as a like exercise stick or a resistance bar. There's a lot of options we can do with that. Let's go ahead and have a sip of our water. You all know what happened to my water. It fell down in the sand. So I'm going to have a little bit of sip of my protein shake, but let's have a sip before we get started. And then Bernie is going to be leading us off with the breathing motto. I can't wait for this. All right. All right. Bernie's getting herself set up. She's starting her timer. And then we're going to hit that unmute button there, Bernie. You got it all set up for you. That didn't work.
You ready?
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feeling good. Feeling better. Feeling happy. Feeling sad. Feeling your best. Feeling other words. Feeling your power. So you reach your goals first.
Great job, Bernie. She's going to do some leadership today too. Nice, throwing her name out there. Remember, if you want to be a team leader, just like Bernie was saying, hey, I want to be a team leader. That's what you got to do. You got to let us know. I want to be a team leader. And whether it's today or on Wednesday or Friday, we always have opportunities for leadership. So I'm going to check in with my producers real quick. Ben, give me a thumbs up. How's my audio? Good. How's the video? So, is that okay? What if I'm back here? Is that okay? I'm trying to find a good spot to be. I can see I'm kind of in a little bit of the sunlight here, but look at this. I got this big old umbrella up here behind my head, and we're going to try to work out like this in this view. So let's go ahead and get our neck warmed up. Remember, let me get my camera here so it looks kind of nice and straight for us. And there we go. That looks good. And let's go ahead and start with our looking at the ground. Let's go ahead and look at the ground. So let's start by bringing our head maybe over to one side. I'm going to be bringing my head over to this left shoulder, looking down here at a lot of the passion fruit flowers and leaves that are on the ground. And then I'm going to just look down here across the walkway, and then bringing my head up over here, looking at my little lagoon over there. And then let's go ahead and bring it back down again. So this is side to side. And I'm sitting down. I want to make sure I'm sitting up straight, trying to keep my shoulders engaged, trying to keep my head kind of nice and in control here. And I'm just moving myself from side to side. I'm also trying to kind of point my voice at the camera so that we have a little bit of audio. We are always able to kind of hear what's going on. I'm probably going to do a lot of this workout real close here to the camera, because if you didn't notice, I don't have my microphone on because I couldn't find the receiver in time. Let's go ahead. We're maybe looking around out here for that receiver. There we go. Maybe one more time to the other side. Moving it over. And there we go. Let's go ahead and go side to side. I already have my head pointed this way. Now I'm just going to take it back and forth. So I'm going to go and bring it over here, going to the right, bring it over here, going to the left. And I'm kind of holding it there for just maybe 1 or 2 seconds. The rest of your body's not even moving. You're just moving that head side to side. And my friend was asking me earlier about if it was raining here, and we had some rain earlier, but right now, we're going to know in a moment. As far as I can see right now, there's no rain going on. Now, I've only looked down and I've only looked side to side. If I really wanted to check on the rain conditions, how do I need to look? What direction? Not down, probably, right? I need to look up. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and check the ground, look for any rain on the ground, and then we'll check the sky. We'll look for any rain in the rain clouds up there. So bringing my head down, I don't see any rain. There's a little bit of water on a stone over there, but most of the stones here are all pretty dry. Let's check the sky. Bringing our head up. Ooh, I can see a little white puffy cloud. It's coming up this way. Let's see if it's dropped any rain. Let's check down on the ground, look for any raindrops on the ground. And if you want to, while your head's tucked down, you can maybe, look a little bit side to side. Let's go ahead and look back up again, looking for rain clouds. And again, I may be moving my head a little side to side, only if it feels okay to. And I'll tell you what, I see clouds over that way. That's rain coming. And let's look over here. And I feel like there's clouds coming all around us. And I feel like pretty soon, Bobby, I feel like we're going to have clouds right over my head. We might get rained on. And you know what? That's okay, because guess what? I got an umbrella. So I'm going to be all right. Okay, let's go ahead with our next exercise. Let's see if we can listen. Let's see if we can hear what's going on up above us. So let's do that ear lift, bringing my ear up. And look at this. At this angle, you can really see how I'm trying to get my neck to have a good stretch here. And I'm bringing down this shoulder. That's a little harder to see. I'm wearing a hoodie right now because I was a little chilly. I was out in the ocean and we were working with the blind surfers. Let's go ahead and switch to the other ear, bringing it up. And then again, stretching out my neck and down into my shoulder here. We were out there in the ocean surfing with them and helping the young surfer to really be brave and get over some fears and have some courage. Let's go ahead and bring that other ear up. I think that kid, his name was Connor. I think he learned a lot about courage this morning. It was a great lesson. Let's go ahead with the other ear one more time, holding it up. I'm in a little bit of the shadows there. You can see I'm kind of in the shade here, which is good for me, but it's tough for you to be able to see. So we're going to keep staying in this kind of area. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a different angle here I'm going to move my computer just a little bit here. See if we can brighten it up. Doesn't quite do the trick. If I only come in close. Let's go ahead and do giraffe head turtleneck, though. Everybody knows what that's going to look like. So I'm going to be sideways. And again, I'm going to be bringing my head forward and then bringing my head back. So my chin's going to be reaching out as far forward out as I can. And then I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to tuck that chin right in. So here we go. So I'm going to go bringing it back to start. And you can see I'm bringing it back right here. I got my chin right here, all those muscles, bringing it back. And then I'm going to reach it out. And I'm holding it out forward. So I got the giraffe head, bringing it back for the turtleneck. Bringing it forward, the giraffe head. And that's kind of a neat shot with the camera too. Look at that. My body's not moving, and then whoop, there goes my head going forward, and then whoop, there goes my head going back. Now remember, that's all muscles. It's all muscles that are doing that. So pretty neat how all the muscles that surround my neck, some of them go longitudinally. They kind of go maybe straight up and down. Some of them maybe go laterally, they go across, and some of them, they have muscles and they cross and they move around, and a muscle might start over here and come around the neck. And so your neck's supported by a really, really cool system of muscles that are in our neck. It's a great system of muscles, and we want to try to give it our best shot at always trying to mobilize those muscles, trying to keep them with control where we have control, and we're able to kind of get that flexibility, get the strength, get the stability all in our neck. It's a great thing we can do. Here, I can't get my computer over there. I was going to say there's a big spot of sunshine over there, but I don't think the computer is going to make it all the way over there. So we're going to stick with this for right now. And so let's see, I got to think about, Nick, how much rain do you think we're going to get? They're saying maybe 2 inches of rain, maybe 5 to 6 inches of rain up in the mountains. That's a lot of rain. I don't know though. I don't know how much rain there's going to be. And you know, those weather people, they always try their best, but they don't know. They should just do the shoulder shrug. And so remember, Karen, I don't know either. I love it. When we don't know, we do the shoulder shrug. We're working out our trapezius. Remember, across the back. If you can think about my hoodie right now, the hood, it's laying down on the trapezius muscles. They're back there. So and you'll see that hood, the hood kind of gets lifted up. So let's go ahead and you can maybe pretend you got a hoodie like me and you're trying to maybe pinch it up to your ears. Ooh, and hey, I think I just saw a raindrop. I'm looking around up, maybe not. I don't know. We could be getting some rain. It could be coming. Here we go. So we're going up and down with the shoulders. I don't know. Like I'm just waiting for it to happen. Ooh, I saw another raindrop. I think it's going to happen, everybody. Those clouds that we were looking up there for, I think they're coming our way. Oh, we're finding out here, we're getting a weather report that it's going to be raining for 3 days. So this right now, they call this the calm before the storm. We're getting a workout in before the storm, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of rain or a little bit of rain.
John, you may have to move so you don't get your screen wet too.
I'm going to have to move. You know what? I am I feel so grateful and blessed and happy because when I fell down, when I tripped on the power cord, the computer, it wasn't open, but the computer fell down. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have so much work on there. And I got to get on there so I can see all my friends for the workout. And so I'm super happy that it's working and it's working great. It's good. We got no problems with it. So let's see if we move this camera down here a little bit more. Trying to find a better lighting, but also have to be close enough so we have the microphone. So it's a tough scenario, but we're working it out. Let's go ahead with our next exercise. Let's think about moving our elbows here. So I'm going to be sitting up here and just kind of doing you can do this with the one elbow. I like it. You can do it with the 2 elbows. You can do combo. I like the combo sometimes. I like them all. I like doing all of these. Moving that arm around. I like the one we call the chicken wing, where we're kind of just lifting it up and down. That one's a good one too. Because again, we're working that trapezius. We're working out our deltoid, working out our rotator cuff too. Muscles here that, again, they connect our shoulder. Let's maybe do an armpit squeeze. Let's give it a squeeze against your chest, and then just lift them up just to 90. Let's hold it here. Let's kind of hold it at that 90. Oh, somebody's checking out. Pablo's he's got gray clouds outside. Let's go ahead and give it a squeeze. Let's go back to the squeeze. And then we're going to bring those arms back up and just going to hold those elbows up. I got my elbow up in the air. Remember, when I do the squeeze, I'm going to be like squeezing my arm against my ribs. Here we go. One more squeeze. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and then hold them up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, remember, that's not going to be as difficult with the arm hold as if we're holding our arms straight out. So let's compare. Let's do a comparison now with holding our arms straight out. And Nick had us doing this for isometrics last week. So let's start off with how Nick had us doing that. So let's just hold our arms out for about 5 more seconds. And remember, we're getting our trapezius and our deltoids fired up. This is going to give us some shoulder strength. And then we're going to go back in, and I want you to bring your arms in and kind of give yourself a good squeeze, a good hug. So I'm going to squeeze in like this. I'm squeezing. These muscles are working. I'm going to squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's bring those arms back out again, holding them out. They might even feel a little lighter now. It might feel like, what? They feel a little bit lighter. We're waking up muscles. We're waking up a lot of muscles in our upper body, and we're going to get them involved. Let's do another big squeeze. Give yourself a hug. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. And then just bring your arms back up and feel kind of how light they are. They're super light because, again, we're getting more and more muscles all around our ribs and under our armpit. We're getting them to kind of wake up. Let's do a couple circles now. Now that we've gone into the endurance zone. Because remember, I know a lot of you, because me too. A lot of us just a moment ago, we're like, I want to put my arms down. They're tired now. That's why we're now working them out. Now we're going to move them a little bit. Remember, when you kind of want to take a break, but then you push yourself a little more, well, that's actually the workout. Everything else is kind of like the appetizer, but you gotta get there. You gotta do some work sometimes. Ooh, so that way you can get to the point where you're making the progress. Let's count down from 5. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're like me, we're probably feeling that in our deltoid. Remember, you're going to feel it more there, but don't forget that all the muscles here, they were helping out. They were involved. Everybody, go ahead and have a sip of water. I don't know what to do about my water. I'm going to try to clean this off. It's so dirty. Look at that. How could it fall right there in the sand? I mean, that's the worst. If you've ever been to the beach and you had a can at the beach, you know the feeling when you drop your stuff in the sand and it's wet and then all the sand just gets on there. Can you believe it? That happened to me. And if everybody's like, what are you talking about, Christian? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, but right before the workout, I mean, we're talking 1 minute before I got on here. I was coming outside and I tripped on the cable to my computer and I fell down. And I was holding this water and I dropped it in the sand. And because my body, thanks to all the fitness, was like, I know what to do. I know what to do when we start to fall down. I don't need you to think about it, John. That's what my body said to me. It said, I don't need you to think about it. I'm going to do the move that you need to do, which was throw the can down, get your body ready, because we're going to hit the ground here in about a half a second. And my body was able to do what it needed to do, and I'm okay. Sometimes if you fall down, it's not okay. And sometimes when we start to fall down, we get afraid of that. And what will happen is our body will tense up and will hit the ground real hard. When we do fall down, or if we go to the ground, just like when we do the ground touch in the windmill, we're going to touch the ground softly. And that's what my body did. How many of y'all think that I'm about to drink some sand right now with this very first sip? I see Nick and Ben, they think I'm about to drink some sand, but we'll find out. Oh, I did. Yep. I got sand. This is a lemon sparkling water is what I'm drinking right there. I drank a whole lot of water this morning before we went surfing. I don't know how much water I drank. Let's go ahead and do some core exercises. I want to start with working on my obliques. And remember, the obliques, they're on the side of the body. They serve a lot of roles. A lot of the things they do, they help keep us upright. So when we were doing that squeeze, you were firing your obliques. They also help us with twisting. And then they help us with that lean, with that extension. So let's go ahead and work on twisting and then leaning. And let's do a twist reach with then a teacup over the head reach. And let's go back and forth from side to side. So again, everybody, I'm sitting down. You can do this one standing up if you want to, but I'm going to do it sitting down. That way I'm close to the microphone. So I'm going to go twist across my body, and then I'm going over my head. I'm getting that stretch through here. And then I'm just going to switch to the other side. Going over, going up, going over, going up, going over across that midline and up. And you can see on my shirt, it says Amp Surf. Amp Surf is an I got to go over the top. Somebody almost caught me there. Amp Surf's an organization I work with the U.S. surfing team. And they put on the big surf competition that we're going to be all getting to take part in here in December. Me and Josh are going to be up at the beach in Pismo, and we're going to be representing Team USA. And we're going to be out there trying to surf and win those gold medals for Team USA. And we'll be doing stretches like this right before we go out. Let's go ahead and do about 2 more on each side. So we go across the body, and we kind of got a pattern here. So you might feel like me, we're kind of just moving with the pattern now. It's not as, we don't have to think about it too much because our body's made those connections. There we go, going over the top. Nice. I like those. Let's go ahead and do now the abdominal squeeze. So let's do maybe about a 5-second squeeze, and then we're going to relax, take a deep breath. And then we're going to go into doing another squeeze. I think we're going to do about 3 of these. So let's go ahead and get ready. Remember, you're going to be squeezing your abdominals if you want to. I know Nick's, he's getting in the plank position. All right, and here we go. We're going to go up in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We're squeezing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. We're going to take a deep breath. Remember, we're getting our core to engage for 5 seconds, and then we go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to relax again. I'm kind of exhaled. I'm going to bring it back up. Now, this time I want us to breathe while we're squeezing. Here we go. Squeeze. Now, while you're squeezing, take a deep breath and exhale. But keep the squeeze going and recognize that you can do that. Maybe try it again. Still squeezing. But breathing, and then just relax. Now, we've talked about that before. Sometimes when folks are exercising, they hold their breath. And you all have seen me before try to exercise while holding my breath, and that didn't work out so well for me, remember? So let's go ahead and have a sip of water. And remember always that while we're using those muscles, we want to breathe. We want to give those muscles oxygen. We want to give them fuel. I'm tempted to like reach up here and on the lens, but it's hard to tell. I don't think the lens is dirty. I keep a cover on it. I think it's okay. I think, again, we got overcast conditions. Now, if I look up, there's clouds all over the top of me. And I feel like just the feeling in the air is that it could rain within 10 minutes. It could go from this to rain. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it feels like it. You know, some people, when the barometric pressure, when the storms come through, the barometric pressure in the area will change up, and people will say, oh, I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my knee. Who's ever heard about someone be like, oh, I know it's going to rain because I can feel it in my knee? And people are like, what do you mean? Right? Some people have heard that before. Well, that a lot refers to that barometric, the pressure in the atmosphere is changing. And we have sensitive areas. Some people have more sensitive areas in their body than others, and they'll pick up on the changes in that pressure, and they'll realize that, wow, every time my knee kind of feels maybe tight, there's a storm that comes in the next day. And it has a lot to do with the atmospheric pressure that's around all of us all the time. Let's go ahead and do, I'm trying to think of a good exercise. Let's do something that's going to get the whole body moving. And I'm going to try to stand up for this one. I think let's do the witch's pot. Let's get our whole body moving and grooving around. Remember, if we're sitting down, we're going to be doing that out and in reach. I'm going to just move my chair, and I'm going to try to be right here in this spot. And I'm going to move the camera up a little bit. And let's see if we can still hear some audio here. So, all right. So I got my chair right here. And this was about the spot that I was in. So if I'm up here, big, give me a thumbs up. Can you still hear me? Nice, great. I like this hoodie. It's kind of like it's like a towel hoodie. It's a nice one. I like it. Keeping me warm. I'm going to check for the weather. I think we're going to be okay. I got at least another 10 minutes. So remember, with the witch's pot, if we want, we can bring our hands together, or you can do a one-hand stir. You get that one-hand stir going out. And remember, if you're standing up like I am now, we're going to be doing that squat. So you can tell, look, I got my shorts right here, green shorts on. As I get down low, look at that. Half my body is now disappeared from the screen because I squatted down. I can go different directions with this. I can go, to the right, to the left. But no matter what I'm doing, I want to make sure that as I go down and out, that I'm sticking out my butt a little bit, and I'm using these muscles through here to keep me from going all the way over. These muscles and the muscles in my legs, they're all working right now to keep me from tipping over like I did earlier when I got tripped up. I didn't expect to get tripped. And you know what happened is I lifted up my foot, and I thought I had got my foot out from the cord, but I had, in my mind, thought I had. And then I fell down because my mind thought everything was okay. We're out of danger. We got our foot out of the cord, but that wasn't the case. And I fell down as hard as I fall down. But I used my muscles to help me out with that. And I think we're going to train for that again here in a second. Let's get about 2 more witch's pots in. There we go. Out and in. Nice. And now let's do a little bit of that ground touch. So now remember, if we're sitting down, I want you to work on getting a reach to the side or forward. You have the 2 options for sure. Just try to get as far as you can using your hips as that hinge. Now standing up, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hinge from my hips. When I fell down earlier, that's what happened. I threw my water down in the sand, and then my hands went down, and you can see I'm right here out of the screen, and then coming back up. So here, I'm going to move my camera just a little bit more. Let's bring it down here. There we go. We got the bag of cat food. Where's that cat? Let's see if the cat will come around. Shake the cat food. Who has a cat out there? Does anybody have a cat? And sometimes they hear that cat food, they just come running. All right, here we go. Look at this. I'm right in the bright sun. I got to get out of the sun. I got to get down here, down low on the ground, and then right back up. I could go down and touch the ground right here by my feet, go back up. Or maybe even just with one hand, reach down and go back up. No matter what you do, getting down low, trying to touch the ground, it's a great way to train our brain. We want our mind to feel that difference in the elevation, what it feels like to lower down. For me, my eyes and my mind and my vestibular system, my ears, they're 6 feet up in the air. And now I get down here, they're maybe 3 feet in the air. My body has to have time, and we have to train to be able to learn about that. Let's go for 2 more. You're doing a great job, Nick. I'm proud of you. I can see you, man. Touching the ground. And we're doing this with stability. Here we go. Nice. Doing it with stability, being strong. Let's have a sip of water. I think it's time for a water break. And let's get a time check from our producers today. We have Carrie and Ben helping us out with this show today. All right. And remember, the storm's coming. We're going to do some umbrella exercises here in a moment. We got a few moments to go. All right. And I'm drinking a sandy. It's got sand in my mouth. I'm drinking a sparkling water that I dropped in the sand when I fell down earlier. And but I need to get hydrated. And I'm an ocean guy, so a little sand in the mouth is no big deal. Remember, in just a few minutes, we're going to do an exercise using an umbrella, or if you have an exercise stick or a baton, you can use that too. But let's go ahead. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, you?
I'm doing really good. I'm working out. I'm outside today in the garden doing the workout, and right now we're doing the wrist workout. So we got the up and down workout. We're moving our hands all around, up and down, side to side. And remember, we have that chat room too. If anybody wants to say hi in the chat room, you might have a friend on here, or you want to say hi to me. You might even have a question about fitness or nutrition or something that you want to ask. We got that chat room too. And we also have the Friday Night Fitness Social, where we talk about all kinds of awesome fitness things and hang out with little baby Sophia. Let's keep it going. That might be an idea. I like that idea. Let's keep it moving around. Yeah, stay on all the way to the end. All right. And remember, you could do this with your ankles too. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Another good exercise. Let's do a little bit of that. Keeping it going, just doing the wiggling of the fingers, wiggling the toes. Think about playing a piano. Think about playing a piano, and you're just hitting those piano keys, or maybe a keyboard. You know, if you don't want to play piano, maybe you like playing the keyboard. They're kind of the same thing, but they're not, you know. Playing that keyboard. Nice job. What about playing the drums? What about playing like air drums? Like you got it, you know, so hold your drumsticks, and then, you know, you got cymbals. Look, it looks like I'm playing the drums. I want everybody to play the drums with me. Let's go. Nick's playing the drums. Carrie, Bernie, we're all playing the drums. Let's keep it going. Let's play. So we got the snare drum right in front of us here, right? And then if you want, you could even tap your foot maybe, and you get the bass, and then you tap up top here. That's where the cymbals are. You can do cymbals, snare, cymbals, snare, and then doing all that. And when you're doing that, you're working out your wrists, you're working out your elbow, you're working out your shoulder, you're getting all those muscles going. So again, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. If you ever have a music class and you don't have the instrument, if you're playing along, if you're using your imagination, you will be getting a workout. It will be happening. Let's do a breath hold. Let's have a sip of water and do a breath hold. Remember, we like the breath hold because it is one of those things that we do, but we don't think about it too much, but we can. And if we do, we find out we can control it. So what I want us to do today for the breath hold, a little bit different. I want us to focus on the exhaling, the like we're blowing out the birthday candles. What I want us to do is I want you to pretend that you are turning 100 years old and you got 100 birthday candles on your birthday cake, and we're trying to get them all blown out with one breath. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but I want us to try to do it. And then I want you to pay attention to your inhaling after trying to blow out all the birthday candles. So with me, let's imagine we got a big cake right here and 100 birthday candles on this cake. We're going to take in a deep breath, and then we're going to try to blow them all out. So here we go. Let's go. Breathing in. 100 birthday candles. Here we go. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. All right, and relax. Wow, I saw a lot of you doing that with me. And I also could see, like you could see, if you really were pushing it, you were blowing out a lot of air. And then you would take that big deep breath, and you would bring all that air in. And that was something that you didn't have to think about at all. If you tried to blow out all those birthday candles and blew out all that oxygen, your body, it's going to respond to that. It's going to say, I know what I need right now. Oxygen, not water. It doesn't all of a sudden take a big sip of water. No, it breathes. Takes that huge breath in, and that shows you just how important oxygen is to our body. So at any time, remember, breathing is the best thing you can do. When I was out in the water today with that young boy, and he was scared of the ocean. He was so scared. He wanted to go and he wanted to be with his mom, and his mom wanted him to be out in the water. And so we're like, we got to get away. We got to get away from your mom. And we talked about taking deep breaths. We didn't do the breathing motto. We should have done the breathing motto. We talked about taking deep breaths, and I had him count down. I said, count down from 20. And when you get to 1, I'll push you on away. And by the time he counted down from 20 to 1, he wasn't as afraid anymore, because he was able to get his mind to think about something else and take some deep breaths in. Let's have a sip of water. This is the Kirkland one. Somebody was asking in the chat room. This is the signature sparkling water. We got this. My wife's brother, he got some of these, and they had a bunch of different flavors, and it's pretty good. And this has, let's see, and there's no sugar. That's nice. You know, I don't want to be, remember, you don't want to be drinking sugar. That's a great healthy habit, is just don't drink sugar, and you're going to notice that your body's going to feel real good because of that. All right, let's go ahead and maybe bring up some leadership. We're right at about the halfway point, a little bit over there, but let's bring up who should come up first? Oh wait, you know what? I have my umbrella. Let's bring up a leader, and then I'll do my umbrella workout. I want somebody else to show me some moves, and then I'll come back up. And everybody, if you don't have an umbrella, maybe go ahead and grab one. Oh, we got Bernie's going to be first up. After Bernie, I'll do some umbrella moves. All right.
Do you want to be side by side?
Just for the jumping jacks. Thank you for asking, Carrie. Yeah, we'll do just for the jumping jacks, and then after that, Bernie, you'll have the spotlight. And also, Bernie, I want you to keep practicing that leadership voice. So count real loud when you get to the exercise stick. How many jumping jacks do you want to do? Do you want to? If you want to do 55, I will do 55 as well. You want to go for that? Let's do it. All right, I'll do the counting. I'm going to be doing seated jacks. Bernie's going to be doing jumping jacks. All right, Bernie, count us down.
Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, keep going, 49, and 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. Wow. I'm feeling that again in my deltoids, in my trapezius. Nice. Bernie got a good cardiovascular workout. Now, Bernie, go ahead and get the exercise stick. I'm going to follow along with Bernie using an umbrella. I'm going to do that. And we'll bring Bernie up on the big screen. Now, Bernie, you have to remember, you're going to be in the big screen, so you have to talk real loud, just like you're in the stadium with your leadership voice. And take it away.
I'm just doing fast already.
Okay.
Breathe in.
I'm breathing in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27.
Woo! I like that turbo booster at the end. Bernie's going for the back stretch. So I'm going to put this umbrella behind my back and kind of hold on to it a little bit. And I'm just going to lean forward. You could do this with your hands on your hips. There we go. And then kind of leaning up, leaning back.
3,
Nice and easy. This is a slow exercise. It should just feel like a stretch. It shouldn't hurt us. All right, got my last one in. Nice. Bernie's got one more for us, I think, and she's going to be going up. And I got this with my umbrella. I'm going up and over my head and then bringing it behind my neck. I like this one. You could do this with a pool noodle, exercise stick, a resistance bar, or an umbrella, which I'm learning about right now. I've never done this with an umbrella ever in my life.
8,
Nice job, Bernie.
9, 10.
Great job. All right. Now I know she's not done. She's got one more, maybe two more exercises to show us. She's got a whole series of exercises that you could almost say she's almost mastered. All right. She's got the 5-pound kettlebell. And what are we going to do first with it, Bernie?
I'll do this one first and push it over.
Okay. Keep counting real loud.
Push over 20.
Okay. Going for 20. I'm going to be twisted with my umbrella.
1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Excellent job. That's wonderful. And one more. And with my umbrella, I'm going to be reaching and tapping the ground and then reaching up to the sky with my umbrella.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Woo, good count.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, nice. Great job, Bernie. Let's everybody give Bernie a round of applause and also have a sip of water. And I'll give you guys an update on the weather here. I'll tell you all what, there is a gray cloud now that has moved over the top of me. And over there, it's blue. And over there, there's a white cloud. But up above me is a gray cloud. And so I'm wondering if we're going to get any rain during our workout. But regardless, I'm ready for it because I have my umbrella. Now, you might have saw, I was probably a little box, but during Bernie's workout there, I was doing those exercises using the umbrella. So I was doing an umbrella twist. And when I did the Statue of Liberty, I was reaching down to the ground with kind of the top of the umbrella, reach down and then reaching up. And what's great about an umbrella is you have a couple different ways you can use it. You can use it like this, kind of like a resistance bar, where you have it all closed up and you could hold it with two hands. And look at that. I could even hold this umbrella down here. I could hold it all the way at the very end at the wrong end, and that's okay. So you can hold it at a lot of different places, doing that baton spin. That was another good exercise that we were doing with the umbrella. But what I want to do is, let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see if this thing works. And what I want to do, if you don't have an umbrella, you're going to hold the umbrella with one hand. With your other hand, you're going to lift up, and then we're going to bring it back down. We're going to open and close this umbrella. We're going to see if it works. So remember, the umbrella in here, it's going to have the little slider. It's going to have that slider in there. Let's see if we can see it in there. It's right here, this little slider. And so I'm going to hold the umbrella here with one hand, and then I'm going to push up. And let's see, there we go. I'm going to push. I'm going to open it up. Pretty nice. All right, now let's reach up. Let's bring it back down. So we're going to do, let's go for 5 on each side. So let's go ahead and open it. We got to push, bringing it up, and then we're going to bring it back down. And now, if you have an umbrella, you might even be able to do this. Oh, open it up. You got to watch out for that umbrella. It might try to get you. Bringing it down, closing it up, hold it up in the air again. I'm going to push up, open it up. And look at that. As I pull, check that out. So what's neat about the umbrella is there's a spring, and you can hear it a little bit, but it's up in here. There's a spring in the umbrella. So when you are working out with the umbrella right here, you're actually working out against that spring resistance. So open it up, and I'm pushing it, and then I can let it go and it'll stop. There's a little stopper right here. I'm going to switch over to the other hand. Remember, this is going to be using the other side. I'm going to bring it up, give it a little extra push, get that workout with that spring, and then close it up. All right, here we go again. I'm going to open it up, holding on with one hand, and I'm reaching the other arm out as far as I can. If I didn't have an umbrella, it would look like this, like I'm reaching out and then bringing it back in. Let's go ahead and give it another push. Here we go. Pushing out, opening it up, and then I'm going to bring it back in, closing it up. Let's go one more. Pushing it out, open it up. And, oh, look at that. I flipped it all the way inside out. Who's ever seen an umbrella do that? That means I got that spring real good. And then I just got to push it back in, and it flipped right back in to its right position. Now, the next one I want to do is going to be the umbrella twirl. Now, if you don't have an umbrella, you can try to spin with your hand like you're trying to maybe like open a doorknob. The doorknob's not opening, so you're kind of spinning it around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the umbrella, so we have it in its open position, and then I'm going to use my wrist. You can see I'm only using just one hand, and I'm going to be doing a twirl with the umbrella. Now, I could do this with two hands. So I could hold on and spin it, and I can do this with one hand. And so pumpkin pie, generally, is not going to be super healthy, because when they make up the pumpkin pie, the part you eat, not the crust, well, even the crust, there's a lot of sugar. They add the sugar in. This is a chat room question. If you're on YouTube and you're like, what is Coach John talking about? I'm talking about pumpkin pie. People are wondering if that was healthy for you. And, it's probably healthier than some other pies, but it's got to have a lot of sugar. So again, I'm spinning this umbrella, spinning it around, using just this one hand to spin it. I could switch over to this hand. I could spin it over my head maybe. And you can see I'm working out all my hands. If I don't if I don't open up my hand, I can only spin it so far. I can only get it to move just a little bit. But if I keep it spinning around, and you can see I'm strengthening my hand here. I'm also strengthening my wrist. I can feel this in my elbow. And look at this. It's kind of difficult even to keep it in position. So that's going to help strengthen up my shoulder. So again, something, and if you did with two hands, look at this. I could spin it like this. I could hold one hand. See how fast we could spin it. Let's see if we can really get it going. And look at my wrist is turning. Now I'm going to spin it in reverse directions. So again, I'm spinning it back this way, spinning, spinning, spinning. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our wrist and our elbow and our hand, we're trying to get them to be the best they can be, work together. And again, using an umbrella, it's kind of neat. Let's go up and bring up another team leader. Let's have a water break too. And if you have an
Oh, Sean,
umbrella,
I learned in one of my other classes that pumpkin is healthy for you.
pumpkin eating. So yeah, I didn't get to finish. Good. I'm glad you brought that up again. Okay. So eating pumpkin can be healthy. And there's a lot of ways that people do prepare pumpkin that is healthy. And even for some people, pumpkin seeds are, again, very healthy. A lot of people like even like roasted pumpkin seeds. Me and my wife sometimes have them on our salads. And there are some ways that you can prepare pumpkin into your meals because pumpkin's a vegetable. It's like a squash. It's from like the squash family. And there's a lot of ways you can prepare that where you wouldn't be adding a lot of sugar and it would be very healthy. It's got probably a lot of fiber. It's probably got a lot of vitamins and minerals and it would be very good for you. But pumpkin pie, especially like pumpkin pie from the store, if that one, there could be a lot of sugar added to it and preservatives. That way it can be, on the shelf. And sometimes, and you can always check the label. Remember everything, even my can, it has on the label and you can see carbohydrates. And right there, it's going to always say total sugars. And right here, you can see it has zeros. And you can check any food in the store. It's going to have a label like that. And if you see sugar that's in like the 30s and 40s and 50s and 70s, wow, that's way too much because that's only for one serving. So if you had more than a serving size, you could end up with having maybe 100 grams of sugar in a bite of pie. And if you had ice cream, that could be another 40, 50 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. And if every gram of sugar is 4 calories and you had 100 grams of sugar, that's 400 calories from that. So you got to always do your math. And then don't be afraid to treat yourself. You don't want to be afraid to treat yourself. But remember, we always want to do the math and look out for sugar. That's the one that's going to get us, and it's going to taste the best, but it's going to make us feel not so good. Let's have a sip of our water right now. Hopefully everybody's got the water. And let's bring up a team leader. Do we want to bring up Nick? He's got a lot of questions today. He's very active. Yeah, eggnog's not going to be very healthy either. And again, that's because a lot of the cream and the sugars that are going to be added to that eggnog to make it taste good. Because imagine just drinking a glass of eggs beat up. But when you add a bunch of stuff to it, it makes it taste a different way. But Nick, what did you think about the umbrella exercises?
I liked it.
Nice. What are you going to have us do today? Ooh, all right. So Nick's got a weight. How heavy is that kettlebell, Nick?
5 pounds.
5 pound kettlebell. So Nick's got a 5 pound kettlebell. Keep doing what you're doing. And check this out. It looks like Nick, it looks like he's trying to get creative. And he's got a pool noodle. He's got a kettlebell. And I don't know about y'all, but it looks like he's trying to put the noodle through the handle of the kettlebell. If you have a kettlebell and a stick, you could do this too. He did. Look at that, everybody. Look at what Nick has done. Well, I'll tell you what, if it's only 5 pounds, we'll allow it. So now Nick is holding up the pool noodle. He's got a 5 pound weight and he's got a foam roller. And what are you going to do with that, Nick? I'm going to be using my imagination for this anyway. So I want to see what you're going to do with it. It looks like he's going to
Sean, where do you get a foam roller?
You can get something like that at a discount store. Nick's going for the bicep curl, everybody. let's go ahead and do the bicep curl. If you're Nick, take one step backwards. There you go. We got you. How many bicep curls are we going to do?
Dude,
Go for it. Oh man, I knew he was going to go for a big number. Nick, you got to keep counting. I'm not going to count. I'm going to talk to Carrie here. There you go. Keep counting. I'm going to talk to Carrie. So Carrie, you can find those a lot of times at the discount stores. The ones, you know, that have like last year's stuff, they always have a little fitness zone. Also at like any of your big retailers, they're going to have a fitness section and they're going to have foam rollers that are like what Nick has. And Nick, keep counting, man. And the one Nick has, it's hollow. You know, you can go all the way through. Some of the foam rollers, they're made out of foam and they're not hollow. And so those are going to be a little bit cheaper. But the one Nick has, you could probably find something like that for like $10. And it's good for leaning on it with your muscles. And it kind of can give you like a massage. It's like when you roll around on it, that's what when you see people rolling around on those, they're getting a massage. It's different than the massage if somebody was at like the massage therapy, but it's still a massage from the phone.
20.
Nice job.
21.
Yeah, I thought you said 30. I was just double checking. Let's keep going, everybody.
22.
This is the curl and press.
23.
There you go. Lower it all the way down, Nick. As far down. There you go. That's good. It doesn't have to touch the ground.
22.
Try to let your arms get straight. You used to keep your body up straight. Let your arms go down. There you go. You're gonna have to use that core control.
25.
Use that core control and don't drop it on your feet. 5 pounds.
26.
6 feet up. There we go.
27.
There we go. I think you got it. The sense of urgency,
28.
the sense of urgency is real.
29.
After this, we'll have a water break. Come on, Nick. Water break's coming up.
30. Hold it.
I knew we were gonna hold it. Don't drop that thing.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 18, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Bringing it down. That was an isometric end there to that exercise. Great job, everybody. Give Nick a round of applause for coming up with that combo. So Nick did a few things there. Let's talk about it for just a moment while everybody has a sip of water. Nick did a few things there. He did a combination of exercises. Those were 2 exercises he did. He did the bicep curl in the overhead press. So remember, working out our bicep, that brings our arm shorter, brings it close to our shoulder. And then the overhead press, which uses our shoulder and our arms and even a lot of our core to lift our arms up overhead. Now that was the first combo. The second combo was an equipment combo. He comboed a pool noodle with a kettlebell with a foam roller, and he comboed it all into one exercise. I think that's pretty neat. And if you also have ideas like Nick, if you are inspired by Nick, if you're creative like Nick is, don't be afraid to share those exercises with us. You can always come on here and do leadership with us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when we do our workout. So there's 3 chances to do leadership and to practice your idea. You can practice it at home. You can learn how to, maybe if you wanted to teach it, if you wanted to explain it to us, you could practice that. But again, Nick, super creative. Bernie had some great moves right there. We got a time check from Karen. It was 154, I think. So we have about 5 minutes left. So I'll tell you what, we'll do one more exercise routine. I'm going to have the umbrella. And what I want to do a little switcheroo. Let's bring up Byron, but Byron, I want to take the lead. I'm going to use the umbrella and I want you to follow me. And then on Wednesday, we'll have you do all
John, I
the
don't know that Byron's on.
John Byron's not on.
He's not on here.
No.
Well, then I want everybody to try to do what I'm going to do I'm going to do a little bit of a flow with the umbrella. So let's get ready for it. Let's have a sip of water. All right. Umbrella flow Now, should the umbrella be opened or closed? Maybe both. Let's try it out. I'm going to start off sitting down. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go side to side. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to tap the ground. I'm going to bring the umbrella up. I'm going to hand it off in my hand, and I'm going to tap the ground over here. So I'm going back and forth doing the umbrella pass. Now, if you had a resistance bar or a stick, you could do this in front of your body. And you can see I'm kind of throwing it there just for a second. Now, if you don't want to throw it, you can do a fast handoff. And then I'm tapping the ground. Tapping the ground. There we go. Bernie's got her, she's got her weight there too. Going side to side, one hand to the other. Tapping the ground. All right, now I'm going to go up, all the way up, and now I'm going to reach down like I'm trying to scratch my back with the umbrella. Give yourself a back scratch. Now I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to switch. I'm going to go up again, bring it back down like I'm trying to scratch my back. I'm going to scratch my back. Scratch my back with the umbrella, bring it up. Let's try it again one more time on the other side. So I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it, and you can see I'm not even holding it on the handle. I could, but with the umbrella, you can kind of grab it anywhere. Trying to scratch my back. There we go. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna go one more side to this. You can grab it anywhere. Just give it a good grab. And then here we go. I'm gonna scratch my back again with the umbrella just like this. Nice. All right. Now the next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a behind the back pass with the umbrella. So I can maybe bring it over here, and then I want to reach over here and I want to grab it. So I'm gonna bring it around my head, grab it with my hand, bring it around in front of my body. So I'm gonna bring this up, go around here behind my head, grab it, and bring it back around in front of my body. I can even reverse it. I can bring it this way, grab that umbrella, right back in front of my body. So again, I'm reaching back. It's going to get to where you're going to feel it. You're going to watch. You'll see me. I'm going to feel. I'm going to do it with my eyes closed. I'm going to feel it with my hands as I bring it around my body. And you're going to just feel it. You're going to feel the weight of the, maybe if you're doing it with an umbrella, you're going to feel it on your shoulders. You're going to feel how you got to kind of bring your arm back. And then here, I might even switch directions. I'm going to bring it around this way. And so again, you're working by the feeling. You're going to allow yourself to move that umbrella around your body and bringing it right around my head like that. Let's go ahead and do one more. I think we got time for one more. And then who are we got doing the breathing monitor? Are we sure?
Nick.
Nick's gonna be doing the breathing monitor. So the next exercise we're gonna do, I'm gonna open up the umbrella, and this one's gonna be called help your friend out. So we're gonna hold the umbrella out over our friend. Let's hold it up over our friend. So it's like we're next to a friend and we're going to get wet. We're going to keep them dry. Now, we got somebody over here. Let's move the umbrella across our body. And again, hold that umbrella out over your friend. Let's keep them from getting wet. We're going to get wet. They're going to get dry. Let's bring that umbrella back to the middle. Holding it out over here. Holding it out over here. I had another one I wanted to try. Should I try the exercise that I was like, I wonder how this one would work? But I'm not sure because I've never done it before. Should we try that one as the last exercise? How much time do we have?
It's 2:00.
Oh, we got to do the breathing monitor. All right, this was the exercise. Ooh, that was what I wanted to do, is clap. Oh, because the umbrella kind of floats. So that. And that was the last one. If it bumps you on the head, it doesn't hurt. Let's go ahead and bring up Nick for that breathing motto. And everybody, again, great job today. We missed the rain. We got it in before the rain. Nick, go ahead and take it away.
And Bible, and Bible, do one and breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy and breathe out the sad. Breathe in your bed and breathe out the wood and breathe in your bowl. You read your dog foot.
Nice job, Nick. Great job with that breathing motto, and great job to everyone on here. Excellent Monday workout. This is the first workout of the week. We'll do it again on Wednesday. Everybody on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you want to join us,